So you've done some research on spray foam and you've come to find out that closed cell is the magic that will solve all your home's problems. But is it really? Let's talk about it. Now, if you've done any type of research online or if you've talked to any contractors, likely you've heard that closed cell is the best possible solution for anything and everything insulation related. And in a lot of cases that can be true. You've probably heard things like closed cell has a much higher R value opposed to open cell or any other type of material, that it's waterproof, that it's super durable and will add structural integrity to your home. And all those points are true about closed cell spray foam. With that said, there are a few things that can potentially be a downside when considering closed cell spray foam. We're going to talk about a couple right now. First thing we're going to talk about is electrical and plumbing. And yes, this is finally the time that all of the commenters and the electricians on social media are correct that spray foam can create a lot of problems if you ever want to rewire your home. What I mean is if you have closed cell spray foam everywhere in your exterior walls, and if you want to add a wire later or move an outlet or anything like that, it can be very difficult to do so with closed cell in the walls if there's not enough room left in the cavity. Because that closed cell is so tough and rigid, it is very difficult to work with as far as adding anything or taking a section out. It will oftentimes take power tools to cut some of that closed cell out. So again, this is the time that those comments are correct, only when we're talking about closed cell specifically in your walls. Another thing to consider with closed cell is when you're insulating your attic. The more popular and most suggested solution to attic insulation nowadays is insulating the roof deck of your house going to a ventless system. And closed cell can be a great insulator for this and of course provides that air seal. The potential problem is if there's ever damage to the roof in the future. If there's a roof leak from the top side of the roof, closed cell can conceal that leak. It can cause it to spread out other places, can further the damage to your home. So this is one area in particular that closed cell could become a hindrance long-term for your house. Now again, what's the likelihood of this happening? Who knows? But it is something to consider when you're thinking about closed cell insulation for your attic. So these are two potential shortcomings with closed cell when it's used in a residential application. And that's really the point I want to make. Closed cell, as I said, is an amazing product and works well. We recommend it all the time. When it comes to a residential application, typically we recommend open cell. These two specific cases, adding wiring or plumbing or potential roof damage, open cell really is an advantage. So when we talk about closed cell, this is why we typically will recommend it for a commercial application or a pole barn type of construction. That's really where closed cell seems to shine and what it was intended for. Both open cell, closed cell, amazing products. It all depends on your application. If you want to learn more about this topic, please click the link below, go to our learning center where we have all kinds of articles, videos, and blogs about this topic and much more. This is the Professor of Foam reminding you that building is a science.